Okay, so let's talk about the backswing now when playing a bunker shot. So there's a lot of similarities to the pitch shot, but some differences as well. So we're going to get into the position. Okay, so the ball is very far forward, set on that left side. We've got a club face open. Now, when we turn back, as well as similarities are, we're keeping our weight on that left side. Okay, we're keeping our weight on our left hip. Again, also swing plane as well. As we're going back, we want the plane to be still pointing down the line of the ball. Now, here's something that will look slightly different. Now, as you're taking, because we're set up with an open club face, as you're taking that club back, we're turning our hands. Now, you remember in the pitching we mentioned keeping that at your spine angle. Well, now because we've opened the face and we're turning the club, this is going to look very open. So this is actually going to be an opposite angle, almost 90 degrees different, okay? So you want to keep that club turning so it actually seems like it's open at this angle here. So pointing diagonally sort of right behind you, or at a 90 degree angle to your spine angle. So as we're going back, we're rotating that club round our spine. Club face here is at a 90 degree angle to our spine angle. The reason why I do that is it just helps us glide through the sand as we swing through. So as we're rotating back, it helps us just get through that sand nicely and just glide through the sand. So that's the backswing. So nice and simple. So we're just making sure our swing plane's the same. We're rotating that club, but also again, like we mentioned with the pitching, keep that backswing, keep that width, keep the hands moving the same speed as your chest, keep nice and wide. That's another similarity from the pitching to your bunker shot. Okay, so let's talk about this downswing when playing the bunker shot. So let's take you into the setup position, nice wide base, tilting onto that left side, sternum is now forward, open up the club face. We've kept the same lines coming back on our backswing. So we're swinging back along the same lines, same swing plane as the pitching. Now here, we want to make sure we've got speed through the ball, but this time we don't need to worry about holding kind of onto that follow through. You're allowed to let that club head pass your hands kind of through impact. That's going to help splash the sand and get the ball up in the air, because now the club's going to go under the sand and it will splash through nicely. So we don't necessarily need to worry too much about keeping hold of the shaft angle through impact. So on the way down, we want to make sure we've got this width still. So we've got the hands in line with the chest. The hands are working with the chest still the same sort of timing as the chest, but we're just splashing through nicely. A really good thought to have is actually to try and hit the sand with the back of your wedge. Okay, so we call this the bounce. This area of the club is called the bounce. So we're trying to use that bounce, because if we dig in with the leading edge, the club will just dig lower and lower and we'll lose all speed going into the ball. If we can keep that divot nice and shallow by using the back of the club will then glide through the sand and the ball should pop out very nicely. So let's try this there. So we're opening up that club face. We're set on this left hand side. We're going to rotate coming back. A really good drill to do is actually to draw some egg white around the ball. Just draw a nice sort of standard size egg, and what you're going to try and do is splash out that egg white, and your ball is the yolk. So that's come out very nicely there. We've taken out the egg white, the ball has splashed out nicely. So when playing your bunker shots, you need that speed through the ball. We need to get that sort of splash of the sand for that ball to come out nicely. So on your follow through position, once you've hit down into that ball, what should you be looking for in this follow through position? So as you are on the backswing, we've got a nice sort of 90 degree hinge here coming back. It's really important to get that hinge to help generate that speed. If you don't hinge your wrist, you're really going to struggle to get that speed. So on your follow through, you're looking for the exact same position. So we want to make sure we're releasing the club, or releasing our hinge. So then we've got this 90 degree angle as we're swinging through as well. Another thing to look out for is to make sure your weight is still on this left hip as you're swinging through. So we've got nice hinge coming back, rotated the club, splashing into this egg white. Okay, we're making sure we're splashing that egg white out, hitting before the ball. It's really important to hit before the ball and not actually on the ball as well. You'll catch it a bit thin. So splashing out that egg white, allowing the club to release through. So using the bounce of the club to splash that sand out, allowing that club to release through. So that is how you get out of these pot bunker shots, and any bunker shot really. There are many other bunker shots that you can play. There's your fairway bunker shots. You can hit sort of longer irons out of those as well. You've got bunkers where the lip isn't anywhere near as high as this, and you've actually got pot bunkers that are even bigger than this. So we're on the 17th here at Burnham Berrow, and this is just one of the bunkers on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you've got a bunker shot where you can't even see the top of the pin. So it's 2, maybe 3 times as high as this lip as well. So that just means you've got to play that with a bit more speed, open up that club face and commit to the shot. Bunkers is all about confidence and committing through the shot. If you start to slow down as you swing into that ball, the ball will just dribble up in the air and roll down the face again, and probably the ball will end up in your footprint. So you've got an even harder bunker shot then. So commitment is definitely the key here, really. Make sure you commit through that shot. Don't be afraid of splashing that sand out to the hole. So good luck with your bunker play. Get the practice in and let me know how you're getting on. Let's play this hole out. Now we've just done the bunker series. Let's see what we can get down in. So we'll play this bunker shot and putt out. So it looks like that's probably 15 feet away. Let's take a stroll up, grab the putter, give the bunker a quick rake. Let's go up and see how that one fares. So that was quite a lengthy bunker shot, that one. We had probably a good 25-30 yards there actually. So here we are 1, 2, 3, about 4 yards away. Let's see how we get on with this putt. A good read of it. Can't see a whole lot there. So I've recently just introduced using the line on the ball into my game. I found it's really helped with lining up. So if you struggle with your lining up, certainly try this. So I've read this putt as just left edge. Oh, is it going to go? Just hanging on the edge there. So it didn't move at all.